The art of mind control, philosophy and spirituality in thought control. The mind is a powerful force. It can create beauty and solve problems. But it can also trap us in cycles of negativity and suffering. To live a full life, we must learn to master our minds, not be slaves to them. This is the heart of wisdom in both philosophy and spirituality. This mastery is not about stopping thoughts. It's about understanding their nature and choosing which ones to interact with. It is about cultivating a space of consciousness where we can observe the mind without being carried away by its currents. This journey inward toward understanding the mind is the beginning of true freedom. It is a journey that countless seekers have made before us, leaving behind maps in the form of spiritual teachings and philosophical perspectives. By studying these traditions, both Eastern and Western, we can find our own path to inner peace. In a clearer emphasis, mastering the mind is about aligning ourselves with a higher level of consciousness. It is about recognizing that we are not our thoughts, but the consciousness behind them. Your support is crucial to offer you better content. Leave a like, subscribe, activate the bell, and share. What exactly is the mind? Philosophers and spiritual teachers have pondered this question for centuries. In essence, the mind is a tool. It is our capacity for thought, reason, and imagination. The mind allows us to navigate the world, learn, and create. It can be a source of great joy and wonder. However, the uncontrolled mind can become our greatest enemy. When we are lost in our thoughts, we disconnect from the present moment. We worry about the future and dwell on the past. We get caught up in negative thought patterns that create anxiety, fear, and unhappiness. To master our minds, we must first understand this duality. We must learn to use the mind as a tool without letting it control us. One of the biggest misconceptions we have is that we are our thoughts. We identify so completely with the constant stream of thoughts that we forget our true nature. The truth is that you are not your thoughts. You are the consciousness that is aware of thoughts. Just as the sky is not the clouds, you are not the contents of your mind. There is a space within you, a silent observer that remains untouched by the chatter of the mind. This is your true self, your essence. By recognizing this separation, we begin to loosen the grip on our thoughts. We realize that we have a choice, to believe every thought or to simply observe it without judging it. The anxious mind is a restless walker. The human mind is naturally restless, craves constant stimulation, and tends to dwell on the negative. This tendency is what creates anxiety and unhappiness. When we don't understand the nature of the mind, we get lost in its endless chatter. We chase fleeting thoughts and emotions, never finding true peace. This constant mental activity drains our energy and prevents us from experiencing the fullness of life. It keeps us trapped in a cycle of worry and fear. The key to breaking free is to be aware of this tendency and develop practices that calm the mind. The power of now, reclaiming your attention. The present moment is all we have. The past is gone, the future is uncertain. However, our minds spend most of their time thinking about these illusions. This is where mindfulness comes into play. By focusing our attention on the present moment, we step out of the endless chatter of the mind. We become fully present with our senses, with our surroundings, with the task at hand. This is the essence of mindfulness, bringing our full attention to the present moment without judgment. As we practice mindfulness, we begin to notice the spaces between our thoughts. These spaces, however small, are opportunities to disconnect from the control of the mind and experience a deeper level of consciousness.